Hello guys, my name is Ed Kwenu and this is my channel Aesthetic E, home for anything fitness and self-improvement related. Today I'm here to talk about why discipline and motivation should go hand in hand. I looked up the definition of discipline, right? And it says something along the lines of discipline is training yourself to follow a specific code of behavior or action. And motivation is the strong desire. It can be strong or weak, but the desire to want to do something or achieve something. And the word motivation can be used differently to say maybe the motive behind someone does something, like their motivation to do something. So that's also another way to put it. But I'm going to focus on it being a desire that is backed by energy to want to do something. And every time you hear motivation, what comes to mind? It's easy to think about YouTube videos or different podcasts that talk about like you hear someone just speaking very motivating words, saying sometimes you see some background of someone exercising or someone overcoming a hard challenge or something like that, and like it's just it became a whole niche on YouTube, so they call them like motivational speakers, right? And I realize a lot of times people opt to just they just want to go watch a video just to feel excited. They want to feel motivated, but they don't really go and do anything about it after watching the video. Is the problem here is discipline. Motivation should be more than just the feeling. It should drive you to do something, and you can feel the drive and all, but the doing of that thing is never going to come until you have discipline. You see, motivation can even help you start, but discipline will keep you going and it's going to help you build momentum. And at the end of the day, that momentum is going to aggregate and it's going to come together so that in the future, you're going to see the fruits of your reward. So even just starting is the most important step until you do it. Once you do it, starting is not the most important anymore. What's important is continuing. I know it sounds obvious, but it's something that is often overlooked, you see. So once you get through the threshold of being able to start, you should be able to have discipline to keep you going, to be the fuel that drives you. You see, so once you have discipline, now it's more than just the feeling, whether you feel motivated or not, whether you feel good to do it or not. Now you have a system going, and now you are training yourself, like the definition says, you are programming your mind to be used to the discomfort of trying to be consistent. Okay? And a lot of times people think they don't have motivation, but motivation is intrinsic. It has to come from inside you. If it's based on the external things, things are ephemeral, like external things or even external people. You can't count on them to literally be there 100% of the time. But you are the one that you always have yourself. You're always going to be there for you. So if anything, your motivation should come from the inside so that you never lack it. You see, no matter what happens, no matter the highs, no matter the lows, one thing is consistent: you. So if your motivation is from the inside, then you have an eternal source of energy. And so people say they don't have motivation, but sometimes like you might think, oh, maybe you are trying to learn coding, right? You might think that, oh, I don't have motivation to code. I don't have the desire. Like I'm just someone who is not motivated in life. Like you just think you are overall not motivated, but when it's time to maybe play video games or watch a TV show, you know yourself. You know you can watch like 5 episodes in a row, or the video game you can play the game for like an hour or two or more. And so it's just the motivation is inside you, but you have channeled it somewhere else, often unproductive. So you have to take advantage of the innate phenomena of motivation inside you and just channel it to something else that is productive, and your problem will be solved. So maybe, for instance, coding, you might start thinking, how can I love video games, right? For this example, I love video games. How can I take down my love for video games and apply it to coding so that with the motivation and the consistency I'm having with playing video games, I'm gonna also have the same with coding. So now you try to um, add this positive feeling and positive rewards to the concept of learning coding, which is the skills you're gonna get when you're consistent, the skill of coding which can bring you more money, and you think about the good things you can do with the money it brings you to. So that alone has attached some form of pleasure to it. So now coding is not just any it's not this terrible daunting thing. It's attached to it is the benefit you're going to get from it, because the same concept applies to the video games, but the difference is the video games is more like immediate gratification, you see. So just find a way to put gratification behind the thing you're trying to be disciplined for, is what I'm saying. So yeah, to sum up that particular point, just channel your motivation to something else that it seems hard and undesirable to do in the moment, but once you attach pleasure to it or gratification to it in the by envisioning it in the long term, then you'll be consistent with that as well, and not only the unproductive things. So yeah, the long and short of the video is just, let's not always just look for motivational content, always consuming. At the end of the day, you need results, and your results are only going to come through action. You need to bear some fruits, you see, and your fruit is going to be proof of the person you are, the kind of work you are doing for yourself, the skills you are gaining, the knowledge you are acquiring. So guys, girls, let's not ignore discipline. Let's think more ahead. Let's do away with instant gratification and focus on delayed gratification, because it's still gratification. It's just a matter of time and consistency. Okay, and a lot of times when you are disciplined and you stick with it, the fruits are gonna be even more than instant gratification you're gonna feel. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. It's just a short message I had in my heart to give out to you all. And I thank you all for listening. Until the next video.